Good morning, Aaron. Happy Friday. So today I'm going to review a question that we received. What are the SEO mistakes that kill content performance? And so this is a really good question because if you're doing SEO and you're taking a white hat approach, content is going to play a major part in your success. And if you don't have content or if you're not creating the correct type of content, then you need to make sure that you revamp your strategy, because if there's no content on your site, Google and other search engines really don't have anything to rank. So the first mistake I often see with content strategies is, before the content is even written, so the strategy behind it. So when you're writing content, first you need to have an idea of your target keywords. So I'll maybe create a list of 10 to 15 target keywords that you really want to improve your organic visibility for. And then from there, you want to find topics that are related to those keywords, but they also address a question or address a pain point that your target customers may have. So there are a few tools to use when you are doing your keyword and topic strategy. So first, I'll start with the keyword research. Uh, so my favorite is Ahrefs. There are a ton of others. You have Neil Patel's Uber Suggest tool. You have Moz. You have SEM Rush. And Ahrefs, Moz, and SEM Rush, those are all premium tools. But let's say you don't, but Neil Patel's tool is actually free of charge now. But let's say if you just wanted to do some quick research, you can also use Google Suggest. So if you ever typed in anything in the Google search engine, you'll realize that it has a drop-down menu with other phrases that people are looking for. So those are great opportunities to build your list and be more specific with long tail keywords. Um, Now, for topic research, again, you want to go after what topics are trending or what people are really talking about. So my suggestion, you can get started with Google Trends. So what I would do is take each of the keywords you found during your keyword research activity and then plug those into Google Trends. And that'll kind of give you an idea on if that particular topic is trending and what other related subtopics are trending in popularity as well. You also want to take a look at the featured snippets in Google search results. So if you're not familiar with those, these are, let's say we typed in, what would be a good phrase for the summer. So let's say we are a party rental. We rent out. We have a party rental company, and we're giving people information for July 4th. So if we did a search phrase for like July 4th party planning, let's kind of see what different things people are asking. So, and this is the feature snippet. So this is the part that says people also ask. Let's zoom in here a bit. So you see, what do you do for a 4th of July party? That could be a blog topic on its own. What do you eat on 4th of July? I think most people who are born in the States might know that, but maybe if you're in a city, then you're targeting, the city has a large immigrant population. Maybe that's something would be a good topic to try out. Where is 4th of July celebrated? That's probably not relevant. What do you eat? What can you do on 4th of July at home? That would be a good one. But really the point here is that you want to target those topics that people are asking about. And Google's featured snippets, those are a great place to start. Some other tools that I like to use, Answer the Public. So I'm not going to go over that one too much. There is a tutorial on our website. So if you are interested in learning more about how to use Answer the Public, just click through to our website, and there's a video in our training section. Besides that, social media searches. So again, you can take those same phrases um, that you found during your keyword research, and then just type them into social media to see what type of posts and topics come up. So that includes Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. What other ones are out there? I would say those are the main three that I use. LinkedIn, if you're B2B, could also work. So once you have some topics, and then lastly, Google News. So if there's something that's in the news that's related to your industry or related to your target audience or demographic, then Google News is also a great source for content ideas. So once you have your keywords and your topics, now it's time to write the content. So what I see a lot of times with bad content is it's keyword stuff. Even though that hasn't worked for many years now, I still see people are stuffing keywords into their content. And really, this makes the content hard to read, and it doesn't provide the best experience possible for the user. So my recommendation would be just to write the content naturally, let it flow naturally. But there are ways you can optimize your content for SEO without making it too keyword and too SEO. That's what I like to call it. So let's say you are writing an article about July 4th party planning. What I would do, and this is something that will allow you to get more detailed into your content, I would look at what are the questions people are asking, and then make sure that you set those questions as subheadings in your content and also provide a very good answer. So if I were writing a blog article on July 4th party planning, I would go through these and then just answer the question and that way you can make your content more detailed, but it also answers your potential customers' questions, which makes it useful. So going back to the sheet here, so writing the content, avoid keyword stuffing, answer questions from potential customers, and format these as a heading tag. So that would be your heading 2, your heading 3 tag, and your HTML. And then I will also add just this more kind of a SEO tip here. When you're adding that FAQ section to your content, you also want to make sure that you add the FAQ schema, the JSON LD schema. If you're not clear on how to do that, feel free to reach out, and we can provide some assistance there. So writing the content, so avoiding keyword stuffing, answering questions. I will also think about how to add different rich media into your content. So graphics, infographics would be an example, video, surveys, and so on. Those are ways to break up the content so it's not a huge block of text, but it's also makes your content more visually appealing. And one big factor that you want to make sure you are aware of with your content is the dwell rate on your pages. So if someone comes to your article about July 4th party planning and they check it out for 10 seconds, then leave or bounce from your website, then that's not a good user engagement signal. But if they come to your site and they read the article, they watch any videos that you may have or look at any infographics that you may have, and they stay instead for 5 minutes, that's a great user engagement signal. And those are one of the factors that the Google's algorithm uses when ranking websites. So make sure that you pay attention there. So I would say those are the main things. Just keep it simple. Let it flow naturally. And then finally, after you write the content, you want to make sure that you're promoting that content. And so social media, so that's a must. You don't have to be actively engage in all of the social media channels out there, but I would say it is a good idea to at least share your content and maybe just have one or two social media profiles that you really focus on building a following, especially when you're starting out. So share the social media: Facebook, Twitter, um, Instagram, Pinterest. If you're in an industry where it's very visual, maybe anything dealing with fashion or health and beauty, Pinterest is always a good platform to share your content. And there are tons of others out there. You're going to have websites that are specific to your industry. And there might be discussion boards out there. There might be um, your own social profiles for your specific industry. So an example would be if you're a home contractor, Home Advisor is a big website in that industry. So you just want to make sure that you're sharing your content on niche relevant sites. From there, you want to think about repurposing your content. So to give you an example, this video that I'm filming now, one way that I repurpose this, I film it, save it, and then I generate a transcript for the video. So not only do I have a video, but I also have a blog article to go along with the video. So you want to find ways to repurpose your content. So some common ways to do that is with video. If you are starting with video, you want to maybe generate a transcript for it. If you are visual, or if it's content that's very visual, maybe you want to generate an infographic. Um, there are different ways you can repurpose. So the sky's the limit there. And then from there, you want to find ways to build backlinks to your content. And so the best way to do this is to find articles that are related to your topic. And what you can do is use Moz Open Site Explorer, or I should say the Moz Chrome bar. And you can actually see which websites have linked to similar content. Now, your benefit is your content should be more relevant because it's newer, and you should go more in depth than the articles that have already been written. So that's another SEO tip. Always try to go above and beyond what's already published out there. And then from there, you want to see which sites are linking to that content, and then do an outreach campaign to those websites and say, hey, I noticed that you linked to this article. I just published an article about XYZ topic. Take a look, and if you like it, do you mind linking to it? And that's a great way to get referral traffic to your content. And backlinks, as I've mentioned in several videos, are very important for any SEO campaign. So content promotion, backlink, outreach. Kind of going back here, some other sites you want to make sure you share it to. Medium is a great website. If you are using WordPress, there are plugins where you can share your content automatically. And you can also create, well, you don't necessarily have to be in WordPress for this, but you can take your RSS feed and add it to other blog aggregators. So that's a great way to promote your content automatically. And then that's pretty much it. Then of course, over time, you want to measure the stats, and that's how you help figure out, okay, what works, what doesn't, and how you can engage your users more. Now, finally, and one thing I didn't address in this video is how to figure out what type of content you should create, whether that's a article, a blog post, a video, infographic, or so on. And really the best way is to look at what's already ranking for that term. So July 4th party planning, we see these are mostly articles, but we see our second search result here are actually images. So that's a sign that if I were to write a blog on July 4th party planning, I would want to make sure to incorporate images there. WikiHow is usually a step-by-step type article, so that's a sign that maybe you want to have a step-by-step section in your article. Then I'll just kind of look at what's ranking, and you kind of want to replicate what Google already thinks is the best way to answer this search query. So those would be my tips there. And just to kind of give you another example here, how to plan a party. So usually anytime that you are targeting something that has how to in it is usually going to be a list. You see these guys, they're giving away a template. So that might be a content idea for you. Videos, you notice that we didn't see that on the July 4th party planning search query. But since it is how to plan a party, people might be looking for videos. So you want to see what's already on the first page of the search results and incorporate those different content or types of content assets into your content piece. That way you are addressing the searcher's intent and need. So hopefully this video has been helpful and helps answer your question. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel where we are regularly providing questions and answers to SEO related questions. Well, thanks. Have a great Friday and a great rest of your weekend. Take care.